Hello, I'm the traveling cowboy chef. I'm trekking through a bit of jungle here in the Philippines. You might not know too much about the Philippines. Very long history and a melting pot of culinary, cultural epicenter of the world. So the Philippines, with a lot of cultural immersion coming from Malaysia, Polynesia, indigenous tribal people. Also a lot of influence that comes from China, Spain, due to their 333-year role of ruling the Philippines, to half a century of American rule. Philippines also boasts one of the oldest Chinatowns in Manila. So you can have a sense that there's so much diversity in their cuisine. So what is really Philippine cuisine? Really, it's a little bit of all that. So we're going to show you, or I'm going to show you a little bit about what it is Philippine cuisine. Some of it might seem familiar to you due to some of that culture that has brought it together through all these years. So follow me through the jungle. Try to keep up now. As you can see here, we have some nice banana leaves. I think I'm going to use some of this for some of my cooking. It's good to wrap, steam, good to make actually a little plate. Let's see what we can find here. I think that should be good. Let's keep trekking. Be careful of this little mud pit. I kind of lost my foot. You're in the jungle. Might run, don't be afraid, you might run into these every now and then. Nice carabao. So for today, our theme ingredient is going to be coconut. I'm going to attempt to climb this tree and get our bounty for today's dishes. That's how it's done. Okay. Alright, so this is a good enough clearing here. Set up a little fire, cook a little food, some Philippine food. I'm thinking got some coconut here, maybe something with kinilaw. We'll talk about that in a moment. And I'm thinking probably some banana wrapped steamed fish. Okay. Stay tuned. Alright. As you can see, we're in the jungle forest. Collected some coconut. Got a few other range of products here that are commonly found in the markets. As my trek into the wild here, I stopped by a couple of markets. Common things like tomato, red onion. They like their vinegar here. This one here is actually a chili vinegar. Some garlic, some onions, and obviously chilies. Slid in there to steep, and you get this nice spicy, fragranty, aromatic vinegar, which is really nice. Lemon. Now mango, very common. I actually happen to believe that Philippine mango is some of the best mango in the world. The mangoes in the States usually don't come this color. You can get them green, but as they start to ripen, they'll turn reddish, brownish, blackish almost. The ones here, when they ripen, they turn yellow. Completely yellow, maybe a little bit of brown spotting, but so sweet and not so fibrous as common where you find in the States where they come out of Mexico. Okay, so I have a green version we'll use and a ripe version. Chilies. Now, Philippines isn't known for using too much spice, depending on where you go. Kinilaw, as I've tried it throughout many different regions, does have a nice spice to it, which I really like. Which really makes it reminiscent of ceviche. Kinilaw in the Philippines, if I were to make it for you as I am now, if you ever been to a Spanish restaurant or been to Spain and had ceviche, if we put them really next to each other, they look almost the same. Some people might say this is due to the Spanish influence of 333 years. Could be a possibility, but there's been evidence in archaeological sites throughout the Philippines suggesting that it's been around for well over 1,000 years. So, but kinilaw or ceviche, or really using acid or using acid as fire is found throughout many different cultures in the world. So I'll be showing you the Philippine version. Calamansi, very common in Asia, Philippines especially. You find it through other Southeast Asian countries. Small citrus, has a lot of seeds, kind of an orangey color on the inside. I have to say it's tart, but it's sweet. It's like lemon orange almost, in my opinion. And it's not so acidic, it doesn't really make you go, but it has enough acid to balance any dish. So we'll be using this. And then lemongrass, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. I love lemongrass. I'll be using this for the whole fish that I'll be steaming in banana leaf. I'll be stuffing it with some of this lemongrass, nice and fragrant from the banana leaf and the lemongrass. Just kind of a natural, clean flavor. Squeeze a little calamansi over it. Simple, clean. I found a couple different types of fish. Again, anywhere in the world, depending on where you might be, if you're close to the ocean or sea, you're going to find cultures and the people of that region eating a lot of fish. Supposed to being in the mountains, they're going to eat more goats, lamb, beef, possibly, and pork. This one here, we have a tanige in Philippine language. I'm not very familiar with this fish. It's a great looking fish, great color, nice yellow tail fin to it. I'm not sure the American or actually I should say English name for this fish, but it looks good. Looks like it will be a good white fish, and I think it'll be good to either grill or steam. Okay. And then here we have a lapu-lapu, which actually I'm familiar with its English name as parrotfish, because hence by I guess the color, and the beak kind of looks like a fish parrot. So we'll be using this one here for the kinilaw, semi-raw, almost like ceviche. Okay, stay tuned. So we're here. We're prepping this nice parrotfish up for some kinilaw. I got some coconut here. These have been opened up nice. I'll use this to do some marination, and also to help to sanitize. This is kind of what they do and would have done since about 1,000 years ago with in preparing kinilaw. And then I'm just going to fillet it as normal. So we got one fish down. It's marinated in our coconut water from our fresh coconuts that we got. Coconut water contains a lot of essential vitamins, ingredients. It can be compared to mother's milk, really, from a human. Very healthy. I'm a firm believer now, since being in Asia, that a coconut a day will keep the doctor away. It's very rejuvenating. I think it makes a better substitute than Red Bull. I'm gonna take a drink now. Very refreshing. So I have that parrotfish cut up, marinating, nice little pieces. We're gonna continue on. I'm gonna start up on this other fish here. We got a nice fire going, and we're gonna steam this fish wrapped in the banana leaves. Okay, so we're gonna prep that up now. Eviscerated, scaled, and I'm just gonna make a couple slits, or several. Expose some of the areas so the fish cooks evenly. Okay, we got some nice lemongrass here. I'm just gonna put it into the eviscerated part, so to get a nice lemongrassy flavor to it as it smokes. Okay, I did wash this with a little bit of coconut water as well to kill any type of bacteria. So we do want to worry about this as we are cooking outdoors as best as we can. Okay, and what I want to do is just start wrapping the fish. So we have our fish. It's wrapped nice in some banana leaves. Stuffed with some lemongrass, and I added a little bit of the coconut water in there. So it's going to get a nice steaming action going with the heat as I'm fanning it. It's a very popular way of cooking here in the Philippines. You'll notice everywhere is barbecue. I would assume it's probably because of the American influence. But the barbecue is pretty good. Find a lot of innards. Pig ears are great. Chicken, pork. But as I'm fanning it, it's keeping the coals nice and hot. So I'm going to give this a little while. I'm going to flip it. This is probably going to take about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. It's a pretty big fish. We'll see how it goes. So as we have our fish steaming here, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up and prepping for our kinilaw. The fish is nice in our water, curing there. So some chilies I've chopped here. I cut the coconut backside off after I drink the good water. It makes actually a good chopping board for me. Actually work on some knife cuts. I know I'm not in the kitchen here, but we'll do as best as we can. So our whole fish is about done steaming. We're going to pull that out in a moment. But while we're waiting, we're going to start with our kinilaw. Got some mise en place here. Got a nice little bowl made out of coconut. Also carved out a little spoon from some of the coconut husk as well. So we can make our own little kinilaw. A little red onion, why not? A little bit of our mango. I like a little tomato. Gives it a nice festive color. And for a little bit of spice, some chilies. Mix that up. Okay, now for our fish. Should be marinated really, really nice. Yeah, a little bit of translucent color. Put a few pieces in there. And I could also give it a little more zip. Maybe some local vinegar, or maybe a little bit of calamansi. Maybe both. It'll be up to your flavor. Use a little bit of local chili vin I got. And then why not use a little calamansi? Careful of the seeds. So this is a nice little mix. Now this is the type of dish, if you do it in a restaurant, if you want to do it at home, definitely you need to do it, have it prepped ahead of time. It takes, I'd say, about 15 to 30 minutes to get proper marination so you get a nice cook. It's not exactly raw, it's not exactly cooked, it's in between. The flesh of the fish itself should turn a little bit opaque. We're relying on natural seasoning here, so I have no salt. Salt's always a good thing to add. I like to use natural sea salt. It's really nice as well. So, looks good. Let's dig in now. Tastes good. So we have our whole fish. Let's take a look. Smells great. Ooh, it's hot. Look at that. Well, it looks perfectly cooked. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this on here really nice. Sort of like a serving platter. Ooh, it's hot. Do a flippy trick. Okay. We have a nice steam whole fish there. We can hit it with a little citrus. Nothing like fish and citrus. We'll use a little calamansi again since we are in the Philippines. I need a couple probably. Careful with little seeds. Let's have a taste. That's good. Really, really good. Chefs recommend it. Always want to remember each site that I go to, I want to try and leave a minimal mark on the area to keep its beauty. We made a little fire. We're going to put this out correctly. We want to prevent any type of major forest fire. Clean up any type of human waste. Take it with us. Okay, natural waste will end up going back into the earth. Also feeding the bugs. Circle of life. So we're going to put this out until we find another great place to find some good eats. We'll see you then.